Jay, I was watching a clip of an Earn Your Leisure video, and they were talking about that young black people were the newest and largest group of stock buyers. And so I just want to ask you a couple of things about a couple of things that I heard in the video. One, they said that it was 70% of African Americans under the age of 40. So what outside of their age, what else could we surmise about this new group of investors? And then the second thing is one of the hosts said that you should always invest in top tier companies. But what if you can't afford that? What are your other alternatives?
All right, go back to the first question. You're saying what like surmise in what way?
As far as like, because people, it's not just anybody under the age of 40, I would imagine. So what else would we know, or could we think about these people that would make them a part of it?
Talking about the demographic from a
yes.
perspective of like the jobs that they have,
yes.
and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that they said that. And first of all, salute to that. For that stat. You never know what's accurate or not, but I don't care if it was half that. Great. Salute. It's a good thing that black people, young, old, whatever, are getting into investing and getting into the stock market, something that's been around for a long time. I think that, it's just for information purposes. I think that we can surmise that, they're getting more information, on the positive side about how to potentially earn money or build wealth. On the negative side, to me, though, and nobody, you gotta have it. I don't want it to be a fad. And I don't think that the people who are talking about it and getting these kids into this situation they might not be thinking about that. But what's going to happen is, and I think it's a good thing, is like if 100 people go in for easy math, even if you keep 30, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Because it's 30 that wouldn't have been in there last time. But a lot of people are in it because it's always sold as the quick come up. And it's not that. Like, it's not even a little bit of that. And so it's always being sold or billed out as the quick come up. Hey, get in this, this is gonna be come up. It's gonna be, and that's not how this thing works. You know what I mean? And so I hope that doesn't. It's gonna happen because the majority of people, that's the information that they're getting. So I brought that out because of information. The information is going to stock market, going to stock market, going to stock market. But then also the information is I made $99,000 in one day. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, please tell them that you've been doing this for 10 years first before you was able to do some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Please say that part too. And a lot of people, some people do, but more often than not, a lot of people don't talk like that. And so that's something, I think, the information is definitely a key. They have access to a whole lot more information, and they don't want to work. They don't want to work. They want to find a way to do this thing. And that's good, in some instances not. I mean, it can find worse things to do with their money. You know what I mean? I think this is one of the better things. But it takes time to understand the stock market. It takes time to work in the stock market and really actually for it to be a success for you. So, yeah, I think that we just will see. But again, salute for the stat, and I'm happy about that. We're moving in the right direction. The second question you talked about, they said about always invest in quality companies. Mm-hmm. Well, all quality companies aren't Apple, aren't, Microsoft. I think those are great companies to invest in, amazing companies, probably the best companies. But investing is just that, investing. And so it might be let's switch off of stocks, because what I've learned about the stock market is how to deal with life and how to deal with investing, period. You know what I'm saying? And so, just because these are like, okay, and see, again, when you heard that quote, and I'm sure what you heard is something that when you dig into it, they'll say, well, let me fix that. You know what I'm saying? This is only for if you just want to put your money in the stock market and you're not actually trying to be a full-time investor. If you sitting on $100,000, you want to put it into the stock market, and you're not really trying to take this seriously as an investor, yes, find the quality companies or ETFs or index funds, put your money in it and let it do what it do. Mind your business, come back and see it in 10, 15, 20 years, 30 years, and you're going to be good. These kids, a lot of people, period, are trying to look for a replacement to their job. They don't want to work. You know what I'm saying? So what's happening is they're not doing that because they're like people might call it hustling, but that's what's happening because in real estate they'll tell you buying and holding is not a short-term millionaire play. That's long-term. You know what I'm saying? But it is ways for you to use real estate arbitrage to make money as you're still investing, but it's an income. You are wholesaling real estate is an income play. Fixing and flipping is an income play. You understand what I'm saying? And so you have to have those type of conversations so that because people you never know what people are investing for. And so that information is not for everybody. It's definitely correct information. Let me put that out there. It's the right information, but it's not for everybody. If you're looking to manage your account and you only got $10,000, I'm not going to tell you to buy Apple stock. And I'm not no financial advisor, so let's put that out there. And I haven't even been in the stock market for 10, 15 years like a lot of people. But I know enough to know it's not a good investment for somebody with that little bit of money. You see what I'm saying? And it is stocks like a S.T.A.R.V.E that is $8 right now that can be the shit in 5 years. With where they've come along and what they're doing in the relationships that they've created within the golfing sector, and what they're doing with football, and they're one of the number one individual companies that's dealing with student loans, and now it's like one of a real big digital bank, and they're coming along about to be a profitable company from all of this debt that they had. Now they're about to be profitable very, very soon. That shit can go from $8 to $80. Nvidia now, the biggest chip company, was like $100 a year ago, and it's $600 something now. So for somebody who's in it actively, yes, it is a company that can go from one thing to another tomorrow. But that's work you're gonna have to do, and that's what they need to tell you. They need to research, study, see what's up with the company, play the game, see all that stuff, learn when to buy, when not to buy. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to play the options game, not day trading options. But learn is other options that comes in that play too. Once you get into it in a certain space, so a lot of people don't talk about that. They give you the sound bite. Then once you join a Patreon or take somebody's course or do whatever, and then you might get some more information. But that sound bite is all enough for people to need to leave their damn job, jump in the market, do everything, and it ain't as easy as they think. But again, it's great news, and we should keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Keep it going, keep ramping it up.